How you guys doing? And hello, celebrity females and friends of mine in Hollywood and entertainment industry. Oh, in reference to girls that know me from Hollywood, this is just friendly acknowledgments in reference to basic information. Female, this doesn't mean I was intimately involved with any of these females or anything like that, but me hanging out with females, such as celebrity females, singers or actresses or models, that had came over to my apartment or hung out with me or we hung out in places, just in reference to just a friendly acknowledgments, whether they're, different, friendly races of females, in reference to friendly acknowledgments or, girls could say, certain things if they want. But in reference to female celebrities, I have friends that are, Asian, black, Latin, uh, different races and other races too, ethnicities in Hollywood. But in reference to girls that have came over to my apartment in California, just as a friend or whatever, just make a YouTube video if you can, because these people holding me hostage in Indiana are pretending like they thought nobody knew who I am. I'm not sure how many celebrities have been in court against these Indiana bad people, these Indiana government or dirty branches of government. But in reference to just to say, like giving a shout out kind of thing, like, oh yeah, this girl was over there. They hang out and they watch TV, sang songs, and because some of the girls that came over to my apartment, or sometimes we'd sing songs, or we'd we'd just dance, play a little music. It wasn't too loud or anything, but just general acknowledgments of things, or certain celebrity females. I don't want to mention any names, but because I want the girls to mention names, them to mention it, or people that know me from Hollywood, or just simple things. And even in the past, even when I was younger, there was groups of people in Hollywood. There was young actors and entertainers when I was younger, and some people came to my birthday parties at my mother and father's mansions. Somebody wanted me to mention that. And there's possibly some videos of some of the birthday parties, but those will have to be, I have to get home to my mother and father's mansions to, to get those in the future, because I don't want anybody going into my mother and father's mansion stealing anything. But these people have tried to deny my identity and in reference to my biological parents. And I guess a news crew went into one of my mother or father's mansions, and they had dusted for fingerprints in reference to when I was little, or, it's been a long time since I've been to my mother and father's mansions, So I've been held hostage in Indianapolis. So, in reference to basic information, I guess one of the news crews went into one of my mother or father's mansions in Beverly Hills that they know I haven't had access to in a long, long time. I haven't been there, and don't let them into any other mansions or anything. Once they went into one of the mansions and dusted for fingerprints from, me in reference to my identity and who my biological parents are, they don't need to be going, nobody needs to be going into any other mansions either. And they don't need to go back to that mansion either. I need to go to my mother and father's mansions. This is general information. And that news crew that went to the house and dusted for fingerprints, because these people was trying to call me a fake. They were trying to deny who my parents are. That news crew needs to do a news report in reference to them dusting for fingerprints from, it was like back in the 90s. Well, they dusted for fingerprints, I guess, like a couple of years ago or something. Well, I hadn't been to my mother and father's mansions in years, since before 93, or after, well, before 94, because I've been kidnapped and held hostage, and basic information of things. So, in reference to the news crew that dusted for fingerprints in my mother and father's mansion, that news crew needs to go public with the information. And it's very important, because otherwise people are going to get charged for trespassing on that one property, or whichever property. I don't, they don't need to go into any other mansions or anything like that, because most of them are locked up, And, but in reference to Hollywood celebrity females that knew me back in the early days, or earlier days of Hollywood, which is, 70s, 80s, or whatever, people need to make short videos saying, oh yeah, we knew him when he was younger, we knew this, just little videos, because these government freaks are trying to claim they didn't know who I am all the time. And these satellite controllers are trying to cover up that who my parents are and that other celebrities and entertainers have known me since I was a baby. I mean, this is after, this is like in the 70s and 80s, I'm not talking about from a long time ago, like before I got injured and before I was in a coma for numerous years, from when I got injured by the government. But, in reference to back in the earlier years, on Hello Little Rascals and Hello TV shows and Hello Friendly People and other black and white TV shows, meaning non-color television, and then there's the technicolor TV shows, right, in the movies. Many things of importance. But in reference to females in Hollywood that came over to my apartment, I could mention some names, but I'd rather them mention making short videos, make quick little YouTube videos about girls and friends that had been to my little apartment. And these people was trying to make up crazy shit or something. They were trying to make up crazy lies, making up bullshit. These bad government people, whoever they are. But, in reference to celebrity females that are friends of mine or entertainers that have known me, or, or some girls, I guess you'd say, in reference to Hollywood celebrity females, some of them was kind of living with me in my apartment, or, them hanging out with me. People can say that. Like, certain celebrity females can say, hey, she was living with him. They never had no problems. This other girl was living with him for a while, because, most celebrity females knew that, girls sometimes had to stay with me because of the dirty men that was stalking me. Because, if a girl's hanging out with me, then the guys go, the gay perverts go, oh, he's with a girl, so whatever, we just go do something else. That's kind of like why my mother and father had it on record in reference to me having a girlfriend that stays with me. And there's supposed to be like a black book of girls that are friends of mine that would hang out with me, and there's like a list of celebrity families that know who I am, and some of them knew my parents, or some of them knew my mother, and they're on a list of friends, but the government's stealing the list and they're holding on to the list, so I have no way of getting in contact with anybody. People have to make YouTube videos, you know what I mean? Because they got freaks intercepting the phones or something. So anyways, if people tried to call or they tried to email, I haven't gotten any of the emails from any personal emails from anywhere. It's all just advertisements usually. So in reference to Hollywood celebrities that are females or friends that hung out with me, or, socialized friendly acknowledgments, females can say like, oh, this female stayed with him. This female stayed with him for a while. This girl was dating him, or this girl was hanging out with him. You girls can, in reference to friends, a lot of it's just friendships. So in reference to people in Hollywood, the celebrity females that know me from Hollywood, they just make a quick video saying they know me, or they know who I am, or they knew my parents, or certain celebrity females stayed with me or hung out with me or something. Just so these idiots don't keep trying to call me a nobody in reference to people not knowing who I am or knowing who my parents are. You know what I mean? Because these people think they're getting away with their lies and their tricks. Anyways, lots of things of importance. And you girls, people can mention the court cases on YouTube too against these people.